Well, hello there again, watchers. I have to say, it has been an embarrassingly long time since I've been able to check in with everybody at this point, and it is strictly because after I leveled up in our last episode, the they did some investigating and realized I am not actually a criminal, and that I was working hard to expose whatever is going on in here. And they took offense to that and paroled me immediately, and it has been quite some time, some months before I was able to figure out an effective way to get back into prison. As it turns out, they don't actually send you to prison for cutting down. What is this crazy person doing over here? I'm frightened already. They don't, for cutting down, how do you say, parking meters anymore. They community service, and that's not the kind of expose I'm trying to conduct here. So, what is bizarre is my money is still here. I found it in a rat hole that I had been hiding it in, and it is still here. I'm still leveled to the E3 level, so I'm still eligible to buy a cell. And I understand there have been some vast modifications and, how do you say, improvements, remodeling, completed here in the building while I was away, so we're going to go ahead and investigate it behind the iron door. Let me tell you, watchers, being, oh, it's a chicken in a Superman suit, this is just plain creepy. Anyhow, it's very surreal being back in prison, bringing back all kinds of memories and experiences here. And, oh, this box is doing strange things. Ooh, it's got a magnet field. Anyhow, we're going to continue back in the E ward, and I already see some changes. Oh my goodness. What we have here looks like the enchanting setup has been changed. The shop looks about the same as it always has. Yeah, it looks like it's the same setup. You can buy steak now, sell steak. The prices look like they're a little bit lower than they used to be. Carrots and potatoes. Cobble is a little bit cheaper, but no, I think that's all the same. Prices haven't really changed. There's some cosmetic changes where the enchanter used to be a junker. Oh, they pay $1 for junk now. That's fantastic. And enchanting. Let's take a look at enchanting. Looks like I'm lagging. You still need lapis. But were I to... Okay, maybe you don't need tickets to enchant anymore. That could be a good thing. Let's continue browsing around. There's the auction house. Pay your rent. Okay. The cell block looks very much the same. We're out here. The wood farm. Also the same. Also very much the same. And, yeah, I don't, maybe there weren't so drastic changes as we may have suspected. Let's see the mine. Let's take a look at the mine and see. So far no one's on to me. I keep expecting at any moment to be taken away by guards. Ooh. Generate faster. Come on now. And taken away as a non-criminal. And yes, I see it's the mine. Ooh, disconcerting. The mine looks very much the same, so perhaps it's just in the area of the enchanting that things are different, which is good. That was a little cumbersome from what I understand. And, oh goodness, look at all the piggies. Oh, okay, watchers. What's going to happen now is Hui. I'm going to need to make a new sword soon. But for now, we are going to chop up a lot of meat. And we need, I believe what is it, $3,000? Do I already have enough for a cell? I think I already have enough for a cell, Watchers. So perhaps I need... I'm going to continue killing some of this, Watchers. I'm going to continue building up a supply. And we will go and purchase a cell shortly. Alright, Watchers. I have taken the liberty of getting back in the swing of things. I've completed the leather quest. I've gathered some food that I will cook and sell for some funds. I completed the iron quests. I've managed to give an iron axe, that's right, goodness gracious. Iron axe over to Timberland. I got the leather armor over to David Leatherman, and Black Lung down in the mine now has a new iron pick, and that has brought me up to $8,500 that I can now use to scout the perfect cell location. Before we do that, I would like to check this out, Junker. So let's take a look. $1 for each piece of junk. Okay, I don't have a lot of junk. Oak saplings are kind of junky. And ditto rabbit's foot. Let's see, I'm at 85.32 now. If I go away from here, oh, $2 for my items. That's pretty cool. So there we go. That's pretty handy because you can accumulate quite a bit of junk, Watchers, in prison. Alright, let's see. Is there anything available on the main drag? We're looking for an empty cell. And usually these are the primo spots that are, even if they're empty, like Baby Monkey B has, they're holding the spot. They're holding it. And not much going on here. But these are prime spots because, it looks like there might be something open on the other side. But they're right there on the main drag. People are going to be constantly walking in and out. And if you're trying to sell things, this is a pretty good spot to be. People don't have to go looking for your deals because they're already here. It's just very convenient. It's location, 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 Watchers. Now, I'm going to take a look and see if any of those dark spaces upstairs were actually available. No. I don't think so, Watchers. I think we're going to have to go kind of in the backwater, at least this first round with our cells. Yeah, these are all taken, just not lit up. All right. So we're gonna skip the main drag. We are new to prison. I don't want to attract any attention anyway, so we're going to kind of head out of here. We're going to go down to the left here, take a left at the mine, or just before the mine rather, and see what we can find for available cells. Because I'm very curious to get about this black market. I want to get into it and kind of figure out what's going on. Because I have a feeling that's where the meat and potatoes behind this prison is. Getting in here and understanding the black market. Oh, no, there's a name. Oh, it's not generating very fast. Come on. There we go. could be tricky, watchers. Could be tricky. I am going to locate a cell. All right, watchers. As you can see, this is what an empty cell looks like. You have no name in the blank spot. It's a green cell, indicating you can do something with it. Green for go, after all. And 3 days, hours, minutes, and it costs $6,000. I have $8,500, and I like the open on both sides approach. It's up a level, it's kind of in the back, but it is visible from both sides. So I think this will be a good place for a first cell. You right click, and now the cell name, the cell is red for stop. You can't do anything here. My name is here. I own it now for the count until the timer counts down. And here's how long it lasts. Again, it's days, hours, and minutes. And the rent to renew it. So it would cost, since it's already at 3 days, complete days, I cannot renew it. It's going to cost $0. However, if I come back tomorrow, I would be able to pay the bribe that's listed, which would be a fraction of the full $6,000. And see, right there, 1 minute rent costs $1.38. And depending on how much time has passed, I can renew for that amount. That is the mechanics of the cell in a nutshell. Let's take a look inside and see what's going on in here. See, it's pretty well lit already, but I really want this really shiny. I want people to see this this cell coming from a mile away. I want them to be like, wow, that's a loaded setup. So, do I have sticks? Let's get some sticks. Well, first things first is sticks. So let's do that, and then we'll do this. Get some torches. So the big advantage, watchers, that I have learned of having a cell is you have a place to stay. You can put down a chest, and it will not vanish. No one can walk in here and pick up your stuff. You can put this here, and I can make a chest, so all my excess inventory is safe. It will stay here. I can plant it, and whenever I'm ready to come back for the voting key, or my excess whatchamacallits, all of this is it's safe, and it's not going to go anywhere. If I log out, it's going to stay here, and I'll come back to it, and it's as long as I've paid up on my rent, it's in good shape. It's safe. I can come back and use it. Also, the other huge advantage, and I personally find this to be the biggest advantage, is I can set up my own ovens that nobody else can use. So I am able to build these ovens up right along here. Kind of stick them in the corners, because why not? In fact, I'm going to do one more, because why not? And at this point, I am able to cook this meat and go do something else. Previously, I was stuck using the public ones, and you can use the public ones in the main cell block, but you'd have to stay there and monitor, and that's not a lot of fun. Or you'd have to be in the lockbox, the safe zone near the mine, and while that's handy, it is not very cool. You got to sit there and wait, and you're running the risk of getting kicked for inactivity, and that's just not very good. It's not very fun. You can't really do anything in those situations. So that's, I can go do anything I want now. I can go back to the mine. I can do just about anything at this point. I do have a problem where anybody can walk in and can kind of get in the way if I'm not careful. So I'm actually going to build a couple of doors. Too far outside, I guess. Can I not build doors anymore, or is this lag? I cannot quite tell. I think it's, I was just not outside enough. What am I doing? So if I plant it, that's better. So you can't actually put anything down outside your cell, or even along the perimeter of your cell. Just something to be mindful of. Not sure how I got coal ore. So, what I'm going to need to do now is I will probably block this off, because there's come certain situations where you don't want somebody able to reach through and interact. You're going to want, maybe you're not in the mood to sell something, or buy something is a common problem. If you place your door in such a way that someone's able to reach through and sell you a bunch of stuff that you're not looking for, and we'll explain that more in a minute here, watchers. If you're willing to sell that, they can take all your money for something you're not prepared to turn around and sell. So it's important to have your entrance secured. Now, while all of that is cooking down, I am going to make some signs, watchers. We're going to need more wood, aren't we? We're going to need plenty more wood, because we need signs and we need chests in order to get into the black markets. That's been made abundantly clear to me. So, what we're about to do now is, I think we're going to start. We've got a good secure thing here. We're set up. It's very lit. Should attract plenty of attention. I've got my furnaces going. This is working out very nicely. We add some more raw beef. Because remember, it costs more to cook them, which is why it makes you more money to sell cooked items. So, that, I think we're under control here. I think that may be it for this episode, watchers. So next time, we are going to delve into the seedy underworld of the black market. We have a cell to begin with, and this is just magical in here. It's a blank canvas, I believe. We can do great things from this cell, and we're going to need to do great things, because if I'm going to upgrade to E2? Yes, to E2, I'm going to need $40,000. And that is a massive bribe, even inside Titan Prison. So, next time that we come back here behind the iron door, you are going to help me or at least watch if you're a freeloader, you're going to see how to get into the black market. Until next time, watchers.
This show was made possible by Mojang, Open Broadcaster Software, and Windows Movie Maker. Also made possible by Microsoft Expression Encoder and TitanMC.net Prison Server. And watchers like you. With no running water, the fewer common surfaces that we touch, like doorknobs, just the better it is for everybody's health.